You've clearly outdone yourselves here.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Career, highlight?
Nice. Career revival?
Revival. Well, it has been 20 years on.
Yeah.
What on earth prompted you to return?
Well, we always had talked about doing it, but the stars just never were lining up. Like Jim was busy, or we were busy, or someone else was busy. And finally, Jim, 5 years ago, was in a hotel. The movie was on the TV. He started watching it, watched the whole thing, and he picked up the phone and said, "Let's do Dumb and Dumber 2. I love this. This is too good." And that got the ball rolling.
He shouldn't go that long without watching his movies.
No.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of actors refuse to watch their
Oh, yeah.
movies.
Right.
Owen Wilson never, ever, ever watches his movies. He said he went to his first movie, Bottle Rocket, and he went to a test screening. And at the test screening, the people were saying, "Why is that guy in the movie? His nose is just so messed up."
That sounds like him doing the guy.
and that's what Owen telling me. He said he was depressed for 2 months and he never went to a screening again.
And he didn't get a nose job, so
No.
he probably hasn't watched anything since.
That's his real nose. That's him.
Yeah, he'd be crazy to get a nose
No,
job.
he's known for it.
Right. So the actors, Jim was the instigator?
Yes, he got the ball rolling. Jeff always had said he wanted to do it.
Jim's the straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, he is really,
It's a big drink, and it's stiff, too.
Those two guys are very different, and they push each other in great ways. They love each other because Jeff pushes Jim in a way that no other actor does. He makes him way better. Jim, on the other hand, he's like our partner from writing it in the beginning and then even editing it. Like, he comes in the room and he's a genius, so he brings a lot to the table.
Was there a collaboration with the actors and this story and writing it? I mean, surely their input
Well, as Pete's
must have
saying,
been
we do
significant.
collaborate. Jeff doesn't need as much. He doesn't need to know, like, hey, what's going on here? He's not his hands on. He's like, what do you want me to do? And I'll do it. And that's just the way he thinks. Jim wants to know. He wants to get his hands in there. He wants to be part of, making the cake. And we welcome it because he's so good at it.
Were they both eager to return to those goofy haircuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think the only hard part we had was to convince Jim to chip that tooth back off, because that is his real tooth under a cap. And
every time they chip it, they have to take off a little more tooth. And then the guy told him, he said, if you keep doing this, you're not going to be able to, you're going to have to get a fake tooth. And he didn't want it, but he took it off, and it worked. We wanted that tooth off because he was going to have to do some kind of
the
fake
same without the chip tooth.
Well, you were going to have a fake chip. He was going to do a little black thing. Or
Yeah.
something.
It wouldn't work.
No.
Right. I was trying to think about when the first movie came out, whether the phrase "the dumbing down of America" did that coincide or just
It was right then. It was so annoying because it was idiocy. That they were saying, this is the dumbing of America. It's a movie called Dumb and Dumber, and they're like saying, why are people laughing at dumb jokes?
I think it coincided with the introduction of the internet and all that. So it was the dumbing of America because people are getting dumber and dumber, but it wasn't because of the movie.
No. And besides, what's wrong with dumb jokes?
They're the best. It's fun. Everyone can they think they're above them. And they feel good about themselves watching two dumb guys, especially these two dumb guys, because these guys are so lovable.